So I gotta make a video about the most embarrassing thing. I've been knew about it, but it's to the point where it gotta be addressed now. So the way how nowadays the way how spirits works, evil spirits at that, what they would do is, let's say for example, Delilah, she's in a relationship with some dork, right? He's a dork, but when it comes to this dork, right? The way how people see this dork, they see him as the dweeb. But the way she sees him as the way God sees him, right? So she sees him as a warrior. But what people don't know is that she took his soul and put it in the body of this dork. So everybody's wondering why is she obsessed with this dork? It's because she know what she did. So it's to the point where they want you to think they're body shifting. They're not body shifting. Because another example, let's say for example, you're in a relationship with a man, right? You're in a relationship with a man, but you are intimidated by the woman that he's in love with, which is his first love. You intimidated. So the evil spirit that you in a relationship with him, but what you would do is you would enter inside her body and you would make him no longer, make a mind to her at all. You to the point he sees you as unpredictable. He sees you as moody. He sees you as emotional because it's really her. And then when it comes to your life, it's to the point they want you to think it's body shifting. It's not body shifting. How is it body shifting if you're stealing? Because it's like, for example, you're in a relationship with this man. Why are you intimidated? I don't understand. Because if you see me, look at this, the way I look, I don't look right, right? It's because she knows what's about to come my way. And she's intimidated by that. She's so intimidated, right? So she can see it, but it's to the point where that's what they wanted. They want to witness it because they already knew about it. And then it's like when I say witness it, I'm talking about, your life being restored back to you. She already witnessed it. She been witnessed it, right? That's why she wanted to be in the world a year before me, so that way that way she will really know who I am, right? That's pretty much what it is. So it's to the point where she's laughing at me because she's like, this idiot don't even know who she is. That's the reason why. That's the reason why she's like, that's the reason why I plotted to steal from you in the first place. So it's like now when you're about to get everything back, she's intimidated, right? And it's embarrassing. Now, the reason why I say don't believe that whole body shifting is not real. These idiots are living in your body. They're literally there because they're losers. So it's to the point they want to fight with you for a man, but then they will have this man. They have a house with him, they have food, they have clothes, they take care of him, but she's inside your body. Watching your every move, listening to everything that you're saying, right? And then on top of that, whenever he comes to see you, all of a sudden, it's like all of a sudden she's working your body to make him only focus on her, right? So she's excited because he focused on her, but she's still in my body though. Do you know how fucking embarrassing that is? That's embarrassing. I don't even need to do that. But if I happen to have a vision of cutting her arms off, it's a problem. And the question is, how do you know that, you sneaky little bitch? That's how I'm like, you see, I knew it. You an evil spirit. Cause how you know about these visions? How you know? Did God tell you? I doubt it, because you don't have a relationship with him. You an evil spirit. So that lets me know that you're dwelling in my body, right? And then they the type of people like, oh, we did so much for you just so you can, you can have this life. Bitch, I don't give a fuck about that. And another thing that they did was, it's like they want me to believe that they're body shifting. So it's like let's say for example you have two friends. One, her name is Lauren, and the other one, her name is let's say her name is Noelle, right? So Lauren, on the other hand, she has the Lauren on the other hand, she's really Noelle, and then the other one, you see, let me tell you something. It just made me realize it's my video. Oh my goodness. So when it comes to these idiots, right? I just came to the realization that when it comes to these idiots, right? When it comes to these idiots, they're literally looking at my videos, right? And okay, yeah, did y'all ever watch Xena? You seen that episode when she got out of her body and stuff like that? Now, it's like imagine when she did that, but instead of entering back in her body, she entered in the body of Alti. You know, stuff like that. So I made a video talking about that. I made a video saying that, you know, if you kill this person, right? And all of a sudden somebody else come out of nowhere and come in your life and they appear to you and they remind you of the person that you killed, it's because that person was the evil spirit. I'm telling you, yo, they are so dumb. So it's to the point where what they doing is they're watching my videos, right? But here's the thing. Everything that I'm saying, they've been doing it a long time ago. They been was doing it. So when they see me make a video, they're like, yo, she know a lot. But this is what we want to do. We want to test her. So when it comes to these nincompoops, what they doing is they creating this world based on the videos that I make, right? And they creating this world based on the videos that I make. And it's like they tested me in that. I'm like, oh my goodness, they're so dumb. Cause I remember I made a video about that, you know, if you was to kill this woman, right? If you kill this woman, all of a sudden another woman come out of nowhere, persecuting you, harassing you and thing, and she remind you of the person that you killed, it's because she's an evil spirit. And you can't kill spirit. Only God can. What you can do is you can cast her out. You know, you gotta fast, right? Because many people, they're like, yeah, you know, we do need a fast to cast out demons out of our bodies. But what about the ones that they do have demons in them, right? Now, number one, I will say mind your business. Because remember what I said in the book of Acts, those people, they was literally they was literally trying to drive demons, they were trying to cast demons out in Jesus' name. They would literally say in Jesus' name. Until one of the demon possessed man, he was like, one of the demon possessed man, he was like, Jesus I know, and Paul, but who are you? And he attacked all of them. Right? He attacked all of them. Not to mention, and that's the difference. Jesus Christ, all he had to do was just walk by and you know, he would just walk by minding his business. This is what the man that was breaking the chains and the ropes, he had legions in him. And all he did was mind his business. All of a sudden, they come out of, you know, they just said to him, what you want with us, Jesus? What you want to do with us? He didn't even say anything. They was intimidated. Right? So it's like, you know, it's like if you have no purpose doing that, mind your business. It may look fascinating and everything. Mind your business. That's not your purpose. It's like, for example, I'm over here telling people that I'm the devil's mom. What you think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go like this in Jesus' name. No, because that's not my purpose. It's not my purpose until God wants me to do that. Do you get what I'm saying? If you so quick to just want to do that, that's how you know you're gonna be deceived. So it's to a point where I would say mind your business. Mind your business. Because if you know that that person is demon possessed and they're not doing nothing to you, mind your business. That's between them and God. Now, another thing that I would definitely say, the only reason why I'm saying mind your business, I'm not trying to say, you know, don't pray for that person or don't fast for that person or don't try to, you know, or don't talk to that person. No. But I will say, when I say mind your business, I'm talking about don't do it. Don't try to cast them out. Because remember with the disciples, the disciples, this father, he really wanted his child to he really wanted this was yeah, he really wanted his child to be free from the demons that was inside him, right? From the demon that was inside him. I think he had a deaf and mute spirit or something like that. I was watching Miss Joy Blair video. It was a video about her 3-day miracle water, the 3-day miracle water fast. She mentioned it there, so I had to read it, but I need to read it again. And it's like, the disciples who were with Jesus Christ every single day, it's like they literally had to, like, pull themselves away from everybody, call Jesus Christ, like, they asked him, they was like, why why didn't we cast out that demon out of that boy? And then Jesus Christ said to them that type of demon is, you only take it out through fasting and praying, right? It don't matter. It don't matter if they don't want to leave. It's the rule. They're gonna have no other choice but to get the hell out. So it doesn't matter. So you gotta fast and you gotta pray over and over and over again, right? But anyways, back to what I was saying. So this is the reason why I love having a relationship with God, because maybe sometime I can be in a situation where I don't understand it, but when I speak things out loud, and I end up having realization, just like when I just mentioned in the beginning of the video, they wanted me to think about body shifting. That's what made me realize that these idiots are really testing me based on my videos, because I did mention about, if you was to kill somebody, like I mentioned that if you was to kill somebody, um, that all of a sudden somebody randomly will pop up out of nowhere, right? Pretending, no, the somebody randomly will pop up out of nowhere, but they remind you of the person that you killed. It's common sense, Dingaling. What I'm trying to say is the fact that you killed that person's flesh. And that person wanted revenge. So they went to the body of someone else that knew that they wouldn't like you either. So it's like, let's say for example, let's say for example, let's say for example, all right, let's say for example, this bottle right here. You see how this bottle is empty, right? But this bottle was full. This is the person's flesh that you killed. It's empty, right? But the drink that was inside it was the spirit, was the evil spirit. So instead of when you kill them, right? You kill them together with the whole bottle, right? Okay, hold on. So it's like we gonna use this as an example. You see this? It have water in it, right? So this is the person that you killed, right? You killed this person. This is their body. But little that you know, without you even knowing, that's why you have to have a relationship with God. If you had a relationship with God, He would have revealed to you that's the evil spirit. All of a sudden, their bodies is like this. The drink is gone, right? So the drink end up going to the body of someone else. So this person is like la 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 la. This person is a sweetheart. This person is nice to everybody. This person always think about everybody. This person is just a genuine person. But then all of a sudden, the person that you killed, their spirit end up going in the body of that person, and then all of a sudden you're getting harassed, and you end up realizing that this person reminds you of the person that you just killed. That's because that person was the evil spirit. Do you get what I'm saying? That person was the evil spirit. That's the reason why you need to have a relationship with God, because He will reveal your enemies to you. Not all your enemies, not all of them are evil spirits. Some of them, they're regular humans. Some of them, they're angels, but they don't know that. Right? Now, That's what they do. But back to what I was saying, it's like it's quite embarrassing because on the other hand, I'm still alive. You're not doing that to me though. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's to the point where she will want to do that to me. But if you was to do that to me, sweetheart, I'm not an evil spirit. I'm not. Right? So it's to the point where hold on. It's to the point where that's what they're gonna want to do. Right? Because it's like for example, that's why I say be careful, because even God said it, be careful who you bump into, because they might be angels. Sometimes I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I look at somebody, I don't even say anything, or like a homeless person, I don't give them nothing. And I need to be honest, because it's not gonna make no sense for me to make videos about God and everything, but I'm gonna say to you, oh, I give money to every human, every homeless person. No, I don't. And I be having money in my pocket. I be having money in my bra. But that doesn't make me an evil spirit. Because you don't see my spirit roaming, doing all this all over the world. And this is all over the world. I'm not talking about in the body of no one. I'm talking about in the world. That's why the world is evil. Because the world allows that. Little that many people know, the world is powerful. Just like the sun. Right? The sun is powerful. If the sun wanted to, the sun can crispy, like can make us all crispy if it wanted to. So the sun is a planet, so is the earth. You don't think the earth is powerful? It is, but the earth is against God, because the earth would have had the power to prevent all the evil from happening, but instead the earth allowed it to happen. That's why God said don't be a part of the earth. Don't be a part of the world. So, but not for you idiots to be like, oh, the earth is not fulfilling God's purpose, but the sun is. So should I worship the sun? No. Don't worship the sun. What's wrong with you? Not even the moon. Don't do it. So, anyways, back to what I was saying. So that's what they do. Right? So now that person, now this innocent person that everybody love, all of a sudden, this person is pretty much being tormented. Right? Only because you killed somebody that you didn't know was an evil spirit, had an evil spirit. Now, here's the difference, because like I said, some of them could be regular humans, but some of them, it's to the point where everybody's like, oh, but it's to the point many people will question, like, oh, but there's people soul searching. So it's like, how would with that man with the legions? So how is it that you have a soul? Now, it's to the point where many people would think that, many people would think that if look, whenever they say, oh, that the people sell their soul, to be honest, they really don't, because I don't want nobody thinking I don't want nobody thinking that I don't want nobody thinking that in the industry they have like a big ass closet filled with souls, and they go in and they be like, oh, that's my grandma's soul right there, take it. No, it's not like that. It's to the point where it's more deeper than that, right? Because remember when I made that video about how they sacrifice people's soul, right? They I mean they don't kill it. They give it to the devil, right? They give it to the devil, and when they give it to him, they he does whatever he want to do with them, right? Now mind you, it's like for example, let's say for example you want to do that to the devil. You cannot do that to the devil. It would be impossible. The only person that can do that is God, right? But God, the way he's going to do it is with the lake of fire. Do you get what I'm saying? But many people out there, they prefer witchcraft, or they prefer yeah, they prefer witchcraft. They prefer, dealing with sorcery. They prefer dealing with what else? What is it called? They prefer dealing with um what is it called? Witchcraft, sorcery, black magic. They prefer all of that because they feel like it's easy for them. But then there's some people out there, they actually make it happen. Meaning there are actual evil spirits, right? So they can catch you. Now, mind you, I have to say this, right? It's a must. I remember a long time ago, right? I remember a long time ago, I always questioned why my relationship would never work, right? Until, I end up having a realization that these evil spirits, they would have turns having sex with me. They would literally have turn. Like, it's to the point, like, let's say for example, is five of them, right? And they feel like busting a nut today, or they feel like stealing from me, or they feel like, destroying my life or anything like that. What they would do is they will appear to me as someone what they would do is they'd be like, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go in her body, we're gonna use her eyes, and we're gonna make her we're gonna see who she like, right? We're gonna see who she like. And then if they see me like this guy, then they'll be like, okay, so she like this type of guy. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna bring this type of guy her way so that we can go zoom zoom in her boom boom, get whatever we want, and we're gonna keep on doing that for as long as we want. But if she finds out, we're gonna have to kill her. Right? Because some of them, a lot of guys out there, even females, they don't care how you look. All they care about is certain things. There's certain things about you, right? So I don't want to get off topic, but it's definitely what that they do stuff like that. And then back to what I was saying with the thing. So it's to the point where they would literally say to you, because it's like if they was to come to you and they see you chopping up souls, that is not real. It's not real. Because if you're not God, it's not real. It's to the point it just look like, it's like, for example, it's like you just doing it to Jello. Like taking Jello with a knife, right? No, not Jello. Let's say, for example, you're doing it to mm, let's say, for example, you're doing it to something that's unbreakable, right? It to you, like, to you, it's gonna look like, you broke it, but to somebody as myself, I'm gonna look as if you just rebuild it. You just made it stronger because it's like you had no business doing that, right? So it's like remember, between God and the devil cannot kill spirits. But if you was to give it to him, he can do whatever he want to do with the body. But God, on the other hand, he could do the body, he can kill the body and the soul, right? But then when it comes to these idiots, they're like, oh yeah, we chop up these spirits and all that. What? It don't matter. It don't matter if you happen to find a celestial out of nowhere. You steal their power. You're not the original owner. So don't be surprised when all of a sudden they resurrect. Don't be surprised. You know what I'm saying? But that's just an example. That's just an example, right? So it's to the point you can't kill them. It doesn't matter, right? You can't kill their spirits. It don't matter if you happen to find a celestial in the middle of nowhere and you just suck out their powers out of them, like if there's some freaking cow, right? And then you use their power to, chop people up. Not their bodies. I'm talking about their spirits, right? You don't even realize you just help them out with the process of them being restored, because you cannot kill. It doesn't matter, because when you be judged, God is going to say to you, who on God's green earth told you you have the ability to kill spirits? He's going to ask you. He's gonna remember the specific date. He's gonna say, you did it in September, you did it in October, and I need to know who told you you had that ability. Who told you had that power, right? And then after that, he's gonna test them. And the way he's gonna do it, he's gonna be like, okay, well, I'm gonna take you to hell, and I'm going to let you do this, and I'm gonna let you do that. But I'm gonna tell you this right now. After you done, it's over for you. Have all the fun you want. But when it's done, I'm coming for you. It's simple as that. But many people think that God cannot be a woman. God is anything. Why you think he said don't curse the Holy Spirit? Because if you do, it's over for you, right? So it's to the point where I remember I used to hear voices like I remember I said that these idiots will be like, oh yeah, curse the Holy Spirit. No, I'm not. Because either way, who's gonna get in trouble? Not me, it's gonna be you. Because you the one that have that in your mind. Right? It don't matter if you want to deceive me, but God knows my heart, right? So that's what they literally would do that. And I'm like, yo, I feel so good right now because it's like now I realize that these idiots really, it, it's to the point where it's to the point that's how you know they intimidated, right? Because see, they cannot kill spirits. They cannot. Because remember what I said, that example. You kill somebody, right? Then all of a sudden, somebody else come in your life and they remind you of the person that you killed. That's because that person was an evil spirit, right? So it's like for example, if you happen to kill me and I do so many crazy things, many people gonna be like, oh, she remind me of Jocelyn, right? That doesn't make me an evil spirit. It doesn't. There's a difference. That's going to make me. That's okay. Now I know what I need to say. So it's like how I gave that example with the evil spirit. Now what about the angels? What about you happen to kill that woman and she was an angel, right? Now she's not going to strike vengeance against you because or they're not going to do that because they're not supposed to do that, right? But instead, God is not going to allow them to enter in the body of someone else. Now they're going to have a purpose on earth, or better yet, they're going to have a purpose a purpose in heaven, right? Because many people don't even know you have angels in your house. There's literally angels in your house, but you don't know that, right? But now you have to be specific because many people think that just because you see an angel with just because you see something with wings, that doesn't mean nothing. Imagine if you saw chupacabra and you put wings on it. So what you're gonna say? That's an angel? No, that's just some furless creature that happen to have some fake wings on it. That doesn't mean it's an angel. So there's so many creatures out there with angels. There's so many creatures out there with wings. That doesn't mean that they're angels. Do you get what I'm saying? So you have to be specific when you say angels. So it's like if you happen to pray to God, right? I will always say mighty angels. And some idiot would say, oh, but they have mighty angels in hell too. That's your problem. You thinking about that too much. And then you wonder why things don't work out for you. Because it's like just imagine you was in a haunted house, right? With a group of people and you the only one like the reason why, because you had no purpose being there in the first place. Of course it's gonna bore you. You're supposed to be in the place where you belong. So it's to the point where when it comes to these idiots, back to them, she's in a relationship with this man, but she's entering my body, preventing us from getting together. You a loser. You are a loser, right? And it's to the point where it's just boring me because it's like I'm paying attention to her bitch ass when I'm supposed to be focusing on what God promised me. I should stop focusing on her. It's ridiculous. So I'm like, no wonder why a lot of people out there, they're like, they get depressed, they do this, they do that because they wanna finally walk in their purpose. Her on the other hand, she don't have a purpose. Many people think that, many people think that evil spirits have purposes. No, they don't. They don't have a purpose on earth. I mean, purpose and plan, if you want to consider it the same, they kill, steal, and destroy. But when I'm talking about like a purpose, doing good, I honestly see purpose as something good. So I cannot say that they have a purpose, right? So I see purpose as something good. Them, on the other hand, they just want to kill, steal, and destroy. They don't want to see nobody they don't want to see nobody together, right? It's like they want everything for themselves. So it's to the point where it's to the point where everything about me started to change, because before I used to be concerned about people watching my videos or not. It's to the point I don't even care, because it's like the more I have a relationship with God, the more better I see things. Well, not see things. It just makes me stronger. So that's why I say you got to be smart about what you say or what you do and what you put yourself into, right? Because let's say, for example, you trusted a whole bunch of people in your mind, and they happen to be demons, and they've been testing you nonstop, right? And they've been testing you over and over again, but you still have a relationship with God, right? You still have faith, you still have hope, you still at that process where He's about to give you your victory, right? Because it's like, just imagine you kept on saying evil spirits, and then all of a sudden you're being tested by the same ones. You're being tested by the same ones that you kept identifying as an evil spirit. What does that tell you? That means that God was telling you the truth, because He is the truth. So when it comes to your enemies, right? When it comes to them, they want to disguise themselves as many things, but then at the last minute, they want to show you what they really look like. And then if you happen to laugh, or if you happen to make fun of them, they want to get offended. And it's to the point you be like, who told you to come to Earth? Who? Why you even came to Earth, ugly? It's to the point like you should have just kept your ass in hell. So it's like, it's to the point I look at them like, I doubt it. God made you from the dirt. I doubt it. Okay. So, anyways, I just had to make this video because sometimes it's good to speak to God, because I'm telling you this right now. Don't be surprised when realization just come to you like nothing. It's a beautiful thing. Don't see it as something annoying. See it as a beautiful thing. Now, I didn't want to get off topic, because I do want to say a little bit more about, when she in a relationship with this man,